do be judging. I was like, I didn't tell you to watch Fairy Tail. I told you not to watch Fairy Tail. What are you doing watching Fairy Tail?
I don't like the AOT comparisons because this thing is nothing like AOT.
I'm not gonna say the YouTuber's name.
I need toxic relationships to like feel something, and then she's in the background like, all right, he's obsessed with me. I don't really like him like that. Fuck it. I could use some dick.
What?
Like I could. I guess. Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Casual Takes, and I am here with my partner in crime, Mr. RJ Lane.
Yo, what's up, guys? Glad to be back talking about some anime. You know the drill.
I low-key paused because I was like, do I call him like White Dreads RJ or I'm just like, is this a new version of RJ or is it just gonna be the same thing but white hair?
It's just gonna be the same thing with white hair. I'm trying to match my my OTR avatar. If you know the OTR.
Oh yeah, that does, your avatar does have white hair. I forgot.
Yes, he does. And now the real guy has white hair. So it's gonna be the same thing. Everyone's like, oh, we're entering a new arc, and maybe who knows?
Bro, some people are going kind of crazy. I was like, yo, people are like, yo, is RJ a villain now? I'm like, dude, does white dreads equal villain? Do I not know anything about this?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's wild. But we are here to talk about the new anime that we've been watching for spring 2024. It's been a few weeks. I believe for the most part, each anime has had 3 episodes. So we're able to come up with our own like conclusion of, are we going to drop this show? Are we going to watch it, continue it, give it more of a chance, things like that. But first things first, I do want to talk about Crunchyroll's new update, and they are going to allow profiles so that people who are on Crunchyroll Premium can have their own profiles like on Netflix, so that you could separate watch lists and everything like that. What do you think about that?
I think it's a smart move. A little late on the game, Crunchyroll, but a smart move nonetheless. I mean, I think we're really about to see Crunchyroll just mimic, follow the path of every other major streaming service, because they are becoming a very major streaming service. So yeah, we're about to see them follow the path of all the others. And that's a good thing for some things like the profiles, and a bad thing for some things like the prices.
Yeah, you're right. The prices are going to be kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. So other than that, I'm excited for it. I also share a Crunchyroll account. So, me and another OTR team member share a Crunchyroll account, so we can finally divide the watch list. Although he's rarely up there, to be honest. So,
okay. What's funny is that so I did a TikTok stitching this one guy who was like, "Yo, Crunchyroll, you making profiles is the biggest mistake you ever made, because why are you copying all these other streaming services?" And literally all the stitches of it was like, hey, I was asking for it, bro. Like, I wanted this. So you're by yourself, man. Don't say we. Who said we? It's you, bro. It's just you. You know what? I'll even like put my TikTok in description or in the video somewhere. But yeah, it was funny seeing all the replies of like, bro, I asked for this. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I find it weird that anyone would be against this, because it's just like, yeah, of course, multiple people share the same account. Like that's
right.
That's kind of the gist of streaming services. Like, no one's gonna buy an individual account for each individual person in the household. Most people in the household share the same account. So like, yeah, this would make sense.
Yeah, and dude, I'm gonna be honest. Like my brother and my brother-in-law piss me off, bro. They're on my account, and like I'm just like, dude, why is Attack on Titan on my screen right now? Like, who made me lose my place? What's going on? Like, that's so annoying, bro. Like it would be so much easier just to have them make another profile so that they can watch their own thing and not ruin where I am in my freaking watch list. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Like when me and my brother were watching Black Clover at the same time, that was the worst, bro. We were like, whose episode is which? Who's on it? Like, it was terrible.
Yeah. The one bad thing I think, and this is just petty, it's not really bad. The one bad thing I think that comes from this is I can't judge my team member anymore. What he's watching. I would have to switch profiles, because I do be judging it. I do be like, wait a minute, Fairy Tail? You're watching Fairy Tail?
Oh, yo, not the Fairy Tail. Oh
yeah. I do be judging. I was like, I didn't tell you to watch Fairy Tail. I told you not to watch Fairy Tail. What are you doing watching Fairy Tail?
Oh, that is so funny, yo.
Gonna miss that, but you know, that's just petty. It's just pettiness.
Hey, if anything else, just switch the profile and double check. Be like, what dumbass shit is he been watching?
Yeah.
Anyway, so enough of Crunchyroll. I'm gonna get to actually the anime that Crunchyroll is pushing the hardest this season, because they are doing like this cool like countdown to the stream. Like it's kind of like YouTube previews.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you get to preview the episode before anyone else, and then like the actual episode doesn't get uploaded like till I want to say like 6 to 8 hours later, which is pretty interesting. Kaiju No.8. Now, I know you read the manga for Kaiju No.8, so you know more about this than I do.
First 30 chapters, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This is a great anime to watch while you're doing laundry. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the anime I put in the background, and like I'm watching it, but like I'm also kind of like, you know, folding clothes or like editing something on the side. It's like it's one of those to me. I honestly don't see the appeal right now. Granted, only 2 episodes, right? It's a little unfair, but yeah. Dude, I feel like I've seen the same thing over and over and over again. Like, oh, and by the way, we're gonna be spoiling all these anime, and if you want to skip around, I'll leave timestamps in the description. But dude, like, what I've seen the trope of the dude that isn't as strong ends up getting a beast inside him. Freaking
yeah.
Now he's all powerful and stuff. Dude, how many times are we gonna see that trope, bro? How many times? Like,
yeah, I think that the community's response to Kaiju No.8 is valid. I think Crunchyroll's response to Kaiju No.8 is weird. I feel like Crunchyroll is just looking for the anime to market this season, basically, because they're trying to veer more into seasonals, into being seasonal watching, so they can keep people coming back to the website instead of waiting for the next hyped up show. So each season they're trying to push a show forward. You know, last season was Soul Leveling. This season is Kaiju No.8. And I feel like that's where it stops. But I feel like the community response is where people need to pay attention to. The community thinks Kaiju No.8 is okay. Like,
it's just all right.
It's okay. It's
okay thing.
Kaiju No.8, since the manga came out, has never really been a game changer. You might find 1 or 2 people that says it is, but then again, those 1 or 2 people have not read enough manga. But it's no one's gonna say it's a game changer. No one's gonna say it's doing anything different. Everyone's gonna say it's an okay, enjoyable shonen series. I'm gonna be honest, I did drop the manga because the part of the manga I was at was like a fight of the week type thing, and it was getting kind of repetitive to me, and I was just like, I have better things to read. So sorry, Kaiju No.8 fans, but I do prefer anime over manga, so I will stick with the anime and keep watching that. But it's okay. It's not a game changer. It's just an all right. To me, at its peak, Kaiju No.8 will probably be a 7 out of 10 at best. And that's at its peak. At its lowest, maybe a 6 out of 10. Like, it's not a bad show, but like you said, it's not doing anything different. It's not really changing the game. It's just going to be a fun show to watch. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, that's kind of the extent of where Kaiju No.8 is going to stop, for me at least.
I think well, first off, the one good thing I'll give Kaiju No.8 and the way Crunchyroll is like rolling this out, I'm glad that dub comes out like right away, because like that way I don't have to if I had to fully pay attention to the subtitles, I think I would actually drop it. But because like the English dub comes out like right away, it's like really easy for me to just like put it on, watch, just you know, whatever. Like it's super easy to watch. And if you're looking for something that's like stress-free, hey, Kaiju No.8's your guy, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like it's literally every single battle shonen trope in existence. So go ahead and watch that. I don't like the AOT comparisons because this thing has nothing like AOT. Like I don't like what's up with that, man? Like oh big monster equals like Attack on Titan now? Like what's up with you, bro? Like what's
so I'm not gonna say the YouTuber's name because I'm not trying to start beef.
You can say it off camera.
Okay. I'm not trying to say the YouTuber name because I'm not trying to start beef. And I don't think this YouTuber meant to start this trend. And the trend is not that popular, but it is something that keeps coming up in conversation with Kaiju No.8 ever since he made the video. For some reason, he compared Kaiju No.8 to Attack on Titan when the first chapter came out because it was the whole, oh, I'm turning into the monster that I'm trying to kill trope. And I think back then, Attack on Titan season 4 had not aired yet. So Attack on Titan hadn't shifted into it was shifting into the political drama we kind of know it as today. So it was still kind of in that apocalyptic survival phase of its story, that kind of the end of it, right? Because season 3 just ended, season 4 had not aired yet. So I don't think he read the manga. So for some reason, I think it was clickbait. It was very much clickbait. He titled this the next Attack on Titan, and ever since then, there's been this very small subsection of the Kaiju No.8 fan community that compares it to Attack on Titan because you have this defense force fighting against these giant monsters. And it's just like, no. This is nothing like Attack on Titan. This will never be nothing like, it was never meant to be anything like Attack on. The author did not set out to write the next Attack on Titan. At all. The vibes of the shows are completely different. If you were an Attack on Titan fan, I do not recommend you go to Kaiju No.8 next. That's not a leap I would take. So that's where it came from, but it's not the next. I think saying it's the next Attack on Titan gives newcomers this impression that they're getting into something like Attack on Titan, and it's just going to be disappointing because it's nothing like Attack on Titan, other than the trope of the main character becomes the monster he's trying to kill. That's literally the only similarity. That's literally the only similarity. But yeah, I think the main appeal of Kaiju No.8, if I were to say a good thing about it, is that it gives the older shonen fans something to latch onto because the main character is in his 30s. I think that's kind of the main appeal.
That is interesting.
A lot of people like about the show is that it's not following teenagers; it's following adults.
Right. Yeah. They're in their 20s and 30s. All the recruits.
There's not following teenagers; it's following adults. And I think that's what a lot of the audience kind of likes about Kaiju No.8. But then again, like I said, the community is not really hyping it up to be the next big thing. Everyone's like, yeah, we enjoy this and we're going to watch it. And then we're going to move on with our lives. No one is like, this is going to be the best anime ever.
No one. Hell no one's saying that, bro. What the fuck? But anyways, we can talk shit about Rogers Base later.
It was not Rogers Base. It was not Rogers Base.
No, legit. I'm not gonna lie to you. When you said that, I was like, that sounds like a Rogers Base ass fucking video. Let me look this up.
It was not Rogers Base, but it was a YouTuber in his circle though. But it's not Rogers Base. Not Rogers Base.
Okay.
And no shade to that YouTuber. I don't think they meant to do anything. They were literally just using clickbait. If you're a content creator, you get it. You got to get the views, right?
So, I get it for sure. I totally understand. But it's like, damn, bro, this dude just gave Kaiju No.8 unnecessary expectations.
Unnecessary.
No reasons.
Unnecessary expectations.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a 7 out of 10 anime at best. It's like I said, it's just cool. Just cool. And low key, I'm kind of glad you're not reviewing Kaiju No.8 on your channel.
It should be a fun show. I don't really see myself being attached to it enough to even do much content on it other than mention it. But it should be a fun show. It should be a fun show.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I'm only continuing it because it's so easy to just put on. But again, I'm not gonna get attached to it or anything.
Better than solo leveling. But
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think they're both basically similar. They're both basically similar in quality, in my opinion. But then again, I read the manhwa, so I will say it in the manhwa. There are other characters that carry solo leveling to where it's actually fun to read or watch whenever the anime comes out. I'll say that Kaiju No.8 got a better main character for sure. I'll give you that. Yeah, it'll be interesting, I guess. Like how a 30-year-old in anime like works in a battle shonen. You know, that's not a mentor. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, not a mentor. So it's I think that's kind of where the hype gets run, not the hype, but the appeal.
Yeah, the show. Totally get that. Let's move on to Netflix's newest anime pickup. I'm gonna go to the Grimm Variations because it's fresh on my mind. Right. The Grimm Variations is an anime where they take old school Western stories like your Cinderellas, your Little Red Riding Hoods, your Hansel and Gretel's, and animate it basically and turn it on its head, because some of these stories are nothing like the original stories that were being told. And there are mixed reviews on it. And I think it's valid because it is episodic. You know what I mean? You're gonna like some stories better than others. So it makes sense why people are like, it's a 7 out of 10. I really like this episode, but not really this episode. And I kind of feel the same. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I had too high of expectations of the Grimm Variations because one, it's animated beautifully, like well animated. Like I don't even know who animated it, but it's very pretty. And two, I think the Hansel and Gretel one is what made me turn my head and was like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like I understand like doing something different with that story, but you just took a hard left, bro. Like it turned into an isekai basically. like no, my bad, not an isekai, a reverse isekai.
Oh,
I'm like, yo, what is happening? I was like, I don't know, man. Did you watch any of the episodes of the Grimm Variations?
I have not seen any of the episodes of the Grimm Variations yet, no. But it's on the list. I'm gonna get to it soon. Is it a horror?
Dude, honestly, look,
because I've seen the trailer, right, and it seemed like they're doing like a horror variation of all the stories.
I'll tell you this: the Red Riding Hood episode is very horror-esque. I low-key like was freaking out a little bit because I did not expect it to go that route. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was way more violent than I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
I was like, yo, what is this? Like, it's apparently a show. There's apparently a manga based off of this. That's a shonen. Don't know why. Oh, no wonder it's animated well. It's done by Wit Studio. And they're amazing at this.
Yeah, they do good work.
Great work. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was not messing with the Cinderella story. I thought, okay, here's the thing: it's either they go too hard left or they're still too similar to the original story. Like Cinderella, I felt like was way too similar to what the Cinderella story is. There is a twist to it, but it's like you gotta change this up a little bit. And then you got Red Riding Hood and Hansel and Gretel, where they take the hardest left possible. I was like, yo, this isn't even like remotely similar to the story you were telling. Yeah, man, it's everyone at home, watch it. Let us know what you think of it, because I honestly don't know how to feel. It's kind of it's like if Metallic Rouge was episodic, you just don't know what's happening. It's not bad. It's not as bad as Metallic Rouge, but it's like, it's confusing. Like you don't know what the fuck is happening.
Don't compare it to Metallic Rouge. Hold on, I might not watch it.
When you get to the Red Riding Hood episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
What?
Okay.
But yeah, let's keep going on to the anime of the season for me. I'm gonna let you start off. What you think of it? Windbreaker.
Oh,
what you think of it?
Windbreaker is Windbreaker is very tropey in all the best ways possible.
Yes.
I don't know how to put it. Maybe because I'm just not tired of this trope yet. I don't know. But I heavily enjoyed Windbreaker's first 3 episodes so far. Tsundere Doug joins.
Yes, that is so true.
Tries to join this gang that he thinks he's gonna, rise to the top in, because that's just kind of the life he's been raised to live. comes to find out the gangs are a bunch of, you know, good-hearted is a good-hearted street gang protecting the town, and he's just like, all right, what? Like, and he accidentally found the place where he belongs, like, and he's coming at a hard time to accept that. While we have a bunch of other, you know, members of the gang, we just introduced to a rival gang last episode, and the leader of the gang. We're introduced to the town, how they operate. Cloverworks is animating the shit out of this anime, like,
dude, why does it look so good? Like, literally the motion of it looks hella good.
Like, I was like, wow, they really animated those street fight scenes so well. Like, it's crazy. Maybe it's just me coming off the Buchigiri hype. I don't know, but I'm here for it. Windbreakers is also one of my favorite of the season. It just seems like it's gonna be a fun show. I hope this one reaches the level of hype it should, because like I don't know, if Tokyo Avengers blew up, like I need this one to also
blow up,
do the same thing. Yeah. Like, because it seems like this has a slightly dedicated manga fan base that has just been quiet this entire time, and now they're just like, listen, Cloverworks is doing us justice. Like, so I'm excited for where the story will go.
Yeah, like you said, Windbreak. This might be the year of gang-related anime. Maybe, yeah. Who knows? But Windbreaker is basically everything I wanted Tokyo Revengers to be. It's real. I please, Cloverworks, do not screw this up. But it is so good because the characters are so nuanced, because there's no like good or bad. It's like, you know, they're trying their best to do what they think is right, but not everything they do is right. You know what I mean? Like let's be real. Being gang members is not a good thing. Let's make that clear. But they think they're doing it, and it's the only way to protect their town, if that makes sense. I will say this: it is a little weird for me that, you know, the whole premise is that this gang grew up in this town, and they are protecting what they love, yet the main character is an outsider. And it's like, I don't know, that part's kind of weird to me, because I'm like, there should be no reason why you should want to protect this town. You just got ostracized from your other town. I guess I kind of understand, but the way like gang warfare works is like you want to protect your territory. And technically that's not his. So it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of inconsistencies, but it's like, I could forgive it because of how well they develop their characters and how the story's going so far. And the fight scenes are insane. Like,
I think the show needs to play into what you just said. Like, it's not his town, so why would he want to protect it? Like, I think the show needs to like play into that and give us, like, show us kind of the reason of why he's like, if he starts to fall in love with this town, why he starts to fall in love with this town, like what happens that makes him want to protect it as much as the rest of the people that are from there. So it's like, I think the show needs to play into that, and if it does, all the better. Like, if it's like, oh well, here we're like, the show is about the reason why he would want to protect the town, I guess, for his character arc, I would say. Everyone else's character arc, you know, can be different, whatever, depending on the character. So
yeah, and I don't think they need to go too deep into the other side characters too. Just have them like be the guys that are like, you know, showing him the ropes and everything like that. The dude, the other new dude that follows him around, that's like kind of a pussy. I don't know I don't know what his role is in all of this. Maybe it's because he probably has something later on down the line. I just don't understand what his purpose is. You know what I mean? Could be.
He's there to inform our main guy of who's who.
But I feel like you could have done that with the other guys in the group. You know what I mean?
They could have. They could have. I mean, hopefully he you know, does something worthwhile instead of sitting there screaming in the background, because it's just like, bro, you joined a gang. Like, what do you think was gonna happen?
Not for real, bro. Like, what you think was gonna happen?
Like, he really said, we keep running into strong guys. Yeah. Like,
what do you think gangs do, bro? Like, what you think?
Yeah, like, you joined the strongest gang in the town that protects the town. You're gonna run into strong enemies. Like, that's the whole point of the gang. Like, I don't know.
I don't know, man, but yes, watch Windbreaker. I feel like I think it gets talked about in some circles, but not in other circles. I think it needs to be more. It needs to be what Kaiju #8 is, which is hyped up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I do feel like the show will start getting more talked about the more it picks up because I feel like we're still at the opening act of the show. Even 3 episodes in, I feel like once they pick up the pacing a little bit, and then we get to like the first major story events of what's going on in the story, then suddenly we'll start seeing more people flow in and start to watch this show. But right now, it's just green. It's just too green right now. So
It is very green, and the poster's green too.
yeah,
Very, very green. A lot of
very
green going on. I think the gang is also green affiliated too. I'm not gonna
there. Yeah,
lie to
they're green and
you.
black. Yeah.
Green versus orange, bro. That's kind of crazy. Anyways, they can't do blue versus red. Let's say they can't do that. But anyways, moving on to the next new anime that is getting a lot of hype, but I think the platform it's on is reducing the amount of hype it could get. Go Loser Ranger, the Disney anime coming out this year. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking it a lot. The first episode made me a little scared because I was like, that's not what I thought it was gonna be. But then episode 2 and 3 assured me like, nah, this is gonna be good. Like it's actually gonna be good. Like, what did you think of Go Loser Ranger, aka Ranger Reject, aka Power Rangers Light?
I thought the premise was interesting. So I was kind of curious to see where they're gonna go. Episode 2, I thought, okay, it's still same thing basically. Episode 3, though, episode 3, I was like, all right, this is what I'm talking. This is kind of what I wanted to see. Like, as of right now, the recording of this, the end of episode 3, our MC has apparently died. Supposedly died. And manga readers I've heard that manga readers have been spoiling on Twitter. I muted it. So
dude, I have not been on Go Loser Ranger Twitter, bro. I'm not touching that.
I muted it. I muted anyone who's not an anime only. Sorry, until the episode comes out. I don't want to be spoiled because if the MC is dead and we're following and the story continues either way, respect to this.
That's such a wild thing to do. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Respect to this story. If he's not, of course, I'll still enjoy it because we did see at the end of the episode he did trick the Red Ranger into thinking that was his divine artifact or whatever.
Yes.
So if he got away with that, maybe he got away with his life as well. Who knows? But yeah, other than that, it's more so of I really like the aspect of kind of it's like the pride of the villain versus the ideals of the hero.
Yes.
It's a not much touched on topic. More so people when they write the villain as the main character try to write the villain as like a semi-redemption arc, like, oh, they're finding out that the world's not so bad and they end up saving the world along with the hero, but they're still bad at the end of the day and they're like anti-heroes in a way. No, this guy is just like, listen, I'm not like I'm trying to dominate the world. We came here for a reason. Like they've disrespected my pride because I am weak and I'm going to get them all back. So it's like the Rangers aren't technically bad guys, but it's just more so they're doing bad things to the villain specifically. So it's like I kind of like that dynamic.
They're also showing that, no matter what happens, money will always lead you to do things that aren't always good. You know what I mean? Like let's be honest with ourselves, right? Sure, maybe they were probably heroes. They probably were heroes at some point, stopping the big bad and everything like that. But in the middle of all of that, they were like greedy and was like, "Yo, we can make money off of their suffering. Let's go ahead and just get mad cash, mad rich off of this, and then that's not good, bro. Let's be honest. It's like let's say like you invent something that helps people, but then you're like, all right, $1,000. I mean, that's basically a pharmaceutical company. Let's be real. So it's like, come on, bro. Like, are you really doing good, or are you just like dangling something over someone's head? Like, let's be honest. I will say this though. I like the way the anime kind of makes us think he actually is dead. Because if you guys don't know, earlier in the episode, they actually killed someone. like they showed like they can be killed. You know what I mean? Like as much as they could regenerate, I think it was one of those artifacts, right? Am I not mistaken? I think
you gotta use the artifacts to kill him.
Yeah, and didn't they use an artifact to kill him at the end of the episode?
Yep, Blue used his artifact, so like he might be dead.
He might actually be dead. Like we don't know. And if they actually killed him, the balls on this mangaka, the fucking balls, dude. Like, man, it's not. I won't be mad if it's some like Yu Yu Hakusho, Attack on Titan shit where they bring them back later. But like, dude, it'd be so interesting if that girl ended up being the main character like for the rest of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be interesting as hell. Like I respect that they actually kill him. You know, I'm still watching it if they don't, but respect that if they actually killed him, because I seriously have no idea where this show is going. Like
no idea.
I have no idea where the show is going.
I also don't believe her motivation either. Like she's like, oh, I feel bad for the monsters always losing, so I want to make sure that the Power Rangers lose too. And I'm like, I don't believe you. I think something had her teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm pretty something had to, or you're a secret monster. I don't know. Hey, we've been shown that these monsters, like with enough strength and training, they can transform into other humans and act like them.
Yeah.
So not all of them can. Some of them could only be monsters and whatever, but we've been shown some high level monsters, the grunts, can actually transform into humans. So I'm super excited for where this is going. Let me ask you, RJ, did you grow up with Power Rangers?
I did, yeah.
What do you like the fact that they're kind of turning its head on what a Power Ranger is in this show? And like, does it make you more excited now that you're an adult and you grew up with it? Or do you think like if you didn't grow up with Power Rangers, you wouldn't like the show as much?
I don't know. I feel like a show like this doesn't really make it matter. I don't know, because Power Rangers to me as has expanded beyond what it was. Like if I was still a kid and I didn't know what like Super Sentai was, I would be like, yeah, this is all Power Rangers. But for me, like there's so many Power Ranger variations. Like when I figured out how big Power Rangers is, I was like, holy crap, there's so many of them.
So many.
So yeah, to me, I feel like I don't know. I feel like you don't really need a connection to Power Rangers because the show doesn't connect you to the Rangers yet. I feel like it connects you to the
monsters.
Monsters. Yeah. If we were following the Ranger story, I would definitely be like, yeah, you kind of need to be a Power Ranger fan of some sort to enjoy this show to the fullest. But since we're following the villains more, I feel like you don't really need to be a Power Ranger fan. You just need to understand the basic concept of what the fuck a Ranger is, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's kind of what I think.
I think it is interesting that they're made like it's not even the big bad, it's the grunts, like the lowest of the low, like foot soldiers on the like, dude, it is and they are weak as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like if like when you watch Power Rangers or say like you play Pokemon and you face like a villain grunt, like they're weak as hell. So it's like interesting that it's their perspective of like, I know I'm weak, but I still don't want to lose. You know what I mean? Like it's so interesting how they're gonna go through this. But yeah, go watch Go Go Loser Ranger on Hulu. Disney, if you're watching, hit me up. And give my boy RJ a directing job. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my
goodness. But anyways, moving on, we're gonna go to the romance / shoujo of the season, A Condition Called Love. Before I give my opinion, what's your opinion on this?
I think Condition Called Love, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, but I think a lot of people are the shoujo community called this. I think a lot of people are not really letting it cook, because I think they're missing the point of the series. The point of the series for me from the first episode has been to basically explore how these two characters view the concept of love and how they view it so differently. One is very much head over heels and love first priorities. You know, words. One is more so prioritizes their lover over them. Very much so. And it's just like they matter more than me. My opinions and my things don't matter. It's all about them. And the other is very much more of a balanced kind of you know, I'm not the only one that matters in this situation. And they're coming together to kind of find that balance, because the girl, she doesn't really know what love is and doesn't think that she'll ever fall in love or that she even deserves it. And the boy thinks she deserves all the love in the world. And there are positive and negative things from each of those viewpoints. And I think that's kind of what the show is kind of touching on, that there are positive and negative lights coming from these viewpoints, and coming together and finding the balance in between those two is the goal. That's what I think the show is about. A lot of people just think the boy is a big giant red flag.
And wait, they think he's a red flag?
Yeah, they think he's a big giant red flag, and that she should get out of there while she still can.
Because he's over, like, what? Because he loves her? That's crazy. What?
Because yeah, they think he's a big giant red flag and get out of there while you can. But I think that's the point, that, you know, she like they're finding that balance together, and it's just like he needs to put himself first sometimes. I think that's the point of the show, and she needs to also put herself first sometimes. So yeah, that's what I think.
First of all, if you think the dude's a red flag, you're either single or you're not in a good relationship. I'm gonna be honest with you, because why would you not want that guy's like the perfect like, I don't know, man. I don't understand that. Man, that actually like that makes me sad, dude. I'm like, bro, how do you think a guy like this, who's like so good to you as a partner, like that's a red flag, bro? You need to reevaluate your life. That's just me though. If you don't like guys like that, hey, your life, whatever, bro. But anyways, going to the actual anime, it was hyped up to me, because like a lot of shoujo fans really love this manga. I watched the first episode and I was bored as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I tried watching the second episode. I actually had to pause it and I haven't picked it up again. I'm getting to the point now where I think for anime and like media in general, I need toxic relationships to like feel something, because it's like it just keeps me like on my toes and excited, you know, like I don't know, man. Like I can't deal with wholesomeness for that long. Like give me the guy that, like, you know, only wants you physically. Give me the guy that will tell you a bitch to your face, but you still love him. Like, give me that, man. Like, give me that. Like, and then grow from that. You know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know, dude. I'm weird. Hey, in the words of Iniku, I could fix him. I can fix him. You know what I mean? And I love that. At low key, that's why I love fruits. That's why I love Fruits Basket so much, because I'm like, yo, this dude is a fucking bitch. But hey, maybe he got a soft side. Who knows? Like, maybe she could fix him. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man. Hey, call me all what you want, bro. I'm the only one here with a ring, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. Toxic relationships, hey, don't sleep on them. I'm not gonna lie, don't sleep on them. It could get better. You could fix them. You know what I mean?
My goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's fair.
No, in all seriousness though, I am bored of this this show. I'll try to keep going, but it's like I think the guy. Well, okay, here's my thing. I think the two are too close to each other. As in, like, I think the girl she's not toxic enough to balance out his wholesomeness. Or he's too wholesome for the middle ground that she's at. Like, I think it's unbalanced in terms of the character interactions. But that's just me. You know what I mean? I know people who love wholesome anime. I get it. I'm just not entertained. I'm sorry. Like, it's not. And on top of that, it's a high school romance. And you guys know how I feel about high school romances. I think they're so, like, cliche, superficial at some points. And it's like, man, dude, just say you love each other. God damn. And he did. Hey, I appreciate that. He did. But, you know, she needs to get a. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I feel like the toxicity might come from him being overly wholesome. It's because it's more so of he says he's in love with her, but he's treating her like a god, like she can do no wrong, and I think that's kind of the point. Like she, like what is the first episode? She lost in like her friend at gym lost a hairpin of hers, and he stayed up all night looking for it in the snow, and he met her like yesterday. Like
that is crazy, dude.
It's like overly infatuation. It's like you're doing too much, my guy. Like I think that's kind of where the toxicity comes in, because just like, are you in love with me or are you obsessed with me? Like I think that's kind of where the show's kind of teetering on. But it's obsession with nice, like it's not negative. I get how to put this, like aggressive toxicity, I would say. Yeah, there we go.
I can see that. But okay, here's my counter though. I would have loved this show more if, say, like he stays obsessive over her, right? And then she's in the background, like, all right, he's obsessed with me. I don't really like him like that. Fuck it. I could use some dick. Like I could. I guess, man. I guess. Fuck it. Like, you know, okay. Loki, I knew some girls like that. And they were fine, bro. They were fine. Like, hey, man. Some of them are mothers now. All right, they're cool people. But man, sometimes, bro. Like at that point, if a dude's like obsessed over you, he's a cool dude. He's not overly creepy. You know what I mean? He's good looking. But you're not feeling him like that. Just use him for dick. Like just use him for dick. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
How did we get here?
How did we
get here?
Oh man, hey, I'm telling you, man, I love toxic relationships in media, not in real life. In media, I love toxic relationships. Man, I'm showing where I grew up, huh?
How did we get here?
Oh man. But overall, like, do you think shoujo fans are overly hyping this up? Because I see it everywhere. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Do you think they need to tone it down a bit? Do you think they're just hyping it up because they need more shoujo to like get watched or whatever? Like, what would you think about the hype going on the internet for this?
I think most of them do enjoy it, but I think it does stem from the lack of shoujo anime in general.
Probably.
I don't know much about the manga scene in general, most definitely not the shoujo manga scene, so I can't really tell you like some of the heavy hitters that have not been animated. I'm pretty sure a bigger shoujo fan than me could tell you more heavy hitters. My guess is that this isn't necessarily one of them. My guess is that this is probably like the equivalent to like their Kaiju No.8.
Maybe.
In a sense. That they're just happy that something is getting animated, and that hopefully this will lead to their actual heavy hitters getting animated as well. That's I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't know the shoujo manga scene like that to actually give an accurate opinion, but that's just my guess. That's my guess. So I think that's kind of where the hype from the shoujo community comes in, because they're just really happy that manga that they enjoy, you know, is getting animated.
Hey, I'm happy for them, but man, this is like not the one I think you guys should be pushing so much on. Like, and it makes me nervous because that new that new manga is getting or not new manga, but there's a shoujo manga getting animated, and it's hyped up to the moon that I hope it's actually good and it's worth the hype. It's like Honey Lemon Soda, right? That's the manga.
Yeah, Honey Lemon Soda is getting anime.
Yeah. So I'm like, I really, and it's getting boosted to the moon. I'm like, I really hope it's as good as you guys hype it up to be, because I would feel sad if I watched it and it actually wasn't that good. I'd be like, damn, man, you guys need more stuff, but I don't know if this was the one to hype up. But you know, it is what it is. I'm just gonna assume that A Condition Called Love is being pushed because of the lack of shoujo anime, which there should be more shoujo anime. There really should be, but I don't think this is the one to hype up personally. Let's go ahead and move on to a super chill anime that I've been loving. I watched the OVA way back in the day, Bartender. Have you been keeping up?
I have been keeping up. Yes.
It's like, man, I'm learning so many new things about Bartender. It really is like, dude, I kind of want to make this drink now. Like, like how does it taste, bro? It's definitely another one of those background anime that I would have, but I'm actually like enjoying it. It's like, it's a really interesting way of like, I think bartenders don't get enough credit because if you get a good bartender, bro, that like will make or break your night sometimes. Like a good bartender. But how are you feeling about this? Like, I know you never watched the OVA, so you're new coming into this. Like, well, what you think of it?
Let me pitch Bartender for real quick. All right. Stick with me here. Stick with me, guys. Don't click off the video. Stick with me. All right. Take Food Wars. Stick with me. Stick with me. Stick with me. I know I lost a lot of y'all right there. All right. Take Food Wars. Take out the fan service. Replace food for drinks. And age the characters up to adults because they're drinking, so they have to be adults. Age them up to adults, and boom. Take out the don't take out the competition, but
there is some competition, a little bit.
Competition. Take out like half the competition. It's not really a competition show. It's more so for like love of the craft, and then add more into the love of the craft to balance out the lack of competition. Boom, you have Bartender. Like, that's what I think of the show, and I enjoy it. It's a chill vibe. Of just people who really enjoyed like the bartender culture and the kind of not really elegant drinking culture, because no one in the show is getting wasted. Like no one in the show is getting sloshed on screen. Like that's not a thing. They just are relaxing after hard days of work, having a drink or two. Like, and it's part of that elegant drinking culture. And it's pretty much kind of connecting with a bunch of different people through drinks, through bartending, and through just what that means to a lot of people. And it's cool. I mean, anime has this charm of taking whatever concept it has and making it somehow the most impactful thing you've ever seen.
Dude, for real.
Let's be honest here. I mean, that's kind of what sports anime is known for, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what sports anime is known for. That's what I mean. Once again, Food Wars. No one was like battle chefs. What are you talking about?
Iron Chef the anime.
Yeah, that's all Food Wars came out, right? I mean, there was a golf anime a while back that people were really hyping up. Like it's things like that people really don't pay attention to, and I think bartending is one of them. And it's cool to see kind of the authors and the anime production team's love for like the craft of bartending in this show, and it's a nice little vibey show.
Yeah, I'm so happy this OVA got a full on anime because it was good back then, and now it's like it's finally getting its chance to like show like yes, I deserve it. I'm glad it's here. I truly am. This is a type of anime I could really vibe to, as well as man, I did not know how you make the ice matters that much. Like when the dude was like, "Yo, I have to make this ice even harder to like balance out the flavors of this drink." I'm like, "Damn, maybe I need to get another like ice maker and like make it even harder." Like that's kind of crazy, yo. like what?
I mean, with the last episode, it even touches upon the kind of, do you make the drink the best way you can make the drink, or do you make the drink the best way for the customer in front of you?
Yes.
Like it's touching on even themes like that, and I was like, wow, like that is a question, right? What do you do? What is the way to go about it? Like, I don't know. If I was a bartender, would I try to tailor my drinks to the person in front of me, because that has benefits too, or would I try to make the best drink possible, because that also has benefits? And it's just like you're weighing your pros and cons here, and it's just like, wow, you never think of that. You just go to a bar and order a drink and move on with your life.
Right. Yeah. Like for my Battle Shonen fans, right? It's kind of like the concept of, do you work with this one weapon that's been with you and sharpen it and polish it as much as possible, or do you carry a crazy amount of weapons for any situation?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that. Like which one do you do? And they did tackle that concept in the last episode, as well as they tackled the concept of like, what type of glass do you put it in, because that matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's one glass that will keep your drink at a certain temperature for longer, or do you do this glass that makes your drink colder for a few like a minute, but like it gets like actually warmer more than the other glass as time moves on? Like, you know, like which glass is the right one to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad they tackled that concept too. It's such an interesting show. Like, I don't know, man. It's so like, I want to keep going. You know, it's a vibe. You know,
All I'm saying is the elegance dude from Spy Family. This is his favorite anime.
yo, that elegance dude would love this anime, yo. Like, let's be for real.
The elegance dude from Spy Family, the teacher. This is his favorite anime. Like,
For sure. He's like, which one's even more elegant?
like,
God damn. Oh, speaking of which, let's go ahead and talk about this now that we're here. How was the Spy Family movie? I know you watched. I know you said on Twitter that you watched it. How was it actually?
9 out of 10. I have. If you enjoy Spy Family, it's Spy Family. Like there's not much else to say. Whatever you think of the anime of Spy Family, you'll think of this movie. Like,
is it like canon or like is it like a one-off? No, it's a one-off. Okay. Well,
it is a one-off, yet they still managed to capture the essence of the series as well. I will say, yours fight scene, like,
was it that good?
It went hard. Like,
okay, Ben.
Someone behind the scenes loved Yor, and I'm happy they do because I also love her. But
okay, Ben. All right, I'll keep that in mind for sure. Okay.
Her fight scene went hard, but it's gonna be. Don't expect a Spy Family game changer. Like, whatever you think of the show is what you're gonna think of this movie.
I see. So it's not going to change anyone's mind.
It's not. This movie's not about to change anyone's minds of the series. It might get a couple of people into the series because you don't actually need to watch the show to understand the movie. But whatever you think of the show, you're gonna think of this movie. So for me, I heavily enjoy Spy Family, so I heavily enjoyed the movie. If you think the Spy Family is okay, you'll probably think the movie was all right. It's just more Spy Family. Like, that's it. That's what it is. Like, so yeah.
I feel that. All right, Ben. I'll definitely check that out. We're gonna move on to the last new anime that I'm watching this season currently. And I'm actually genuinely surprised at how much I'm liking the show. And I'm gonna just say Oblivion Battery. All right.
Oh, okay.
Oblivion Battery, I'm surprisingly liking, but okay, it's a baseball anime. To be fair, and I think Oblivion Battery just is coming out at the right time for me. For you guys that don't know, I live in Dallas. All right. And the Dallas affiliated baseball team, the Texas Rangers, became the World Series champions last year. And baseball season is out right now in America. And I am actually going to a baseball game tonight. So I'm actually like pretty hyped about baseball right now. I'm learning. All right, I'm still a noob. Oblivion Battery just kind of hit me of like the right way of like, yo, this is what baseball anime could be if it was set in high school. You know what I mean? So
is this your first baseball anime?
It's not my first baseball anime, but it's the first one where I'm into baseball. If that makes sense. Where like other baseball anime that I've watched, I was just into sports anime at that time, and I was just watching anything for sports anime. This is the first time where I'm like, I'm actually interested in baseball, and I'm gonna watch this baseball anime. So it's just hitting me at the right time. I guess you can say right anime, right time. Oblivion Battery. It's not like a Kuroko's Basketball where like no. It actually I'm gonna take that back. It's not like Ace of Diamond where the school is prestigious or anything. It's like Kuroko and Haikyuu where the two schools are actually not prestigious schools, but I'm guessing the way the story's going, it's gonna turn into a prestigious sports school. It's looking like it. Whereas with Karasono and Seirin, they're both up-and-coming schools that ended up becoming prestigious later on. So, how are you feeling about Oblivion Battery? I know you're watching that.
I'm enjoying it. I recently just watched the second episode yesterday.
Oh, okay, cool.
They came out. Yeah, I recently watched the second episode yesterday. I'm enjoying it. I went in blind to the show. I literally was at Crunchyroll's new anime list, and I was like, oh, baseball anime, sure, why not? went in, and I did not expect the whole twist of him catching amnesia. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, did not see that coming. What? I love how the show plays into the comedy aspect of it as well. It's funny at times. The recent episode with the two guys' kind of love for baseball and respect for stronger players. I'm enjoying the show. I think it's a sleeper hit of the season, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that scene where they're like, we know you, like I understand it a lot because I did sports when I was in middle school, high school. And obviously I did not become a professional athlete, honestly. Obviously, but it's like, yeah, I know you're better than me, but show me some damn respect. Like I could hang with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm still with you. I'm still right there. I'm at your back. Like, don't disrespect me by not knowing my name. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like when I was in basketball and this dude was like, "Hey, get number 11," and I'm like, "Hey, that's not my name, bro. Like, give me some respect. I just gave you 15. Like, don't disrespect me like that." Like, I totally get that, bro. Like, your name in sports means something. You know what I mean? Like, you're not just a number. Like, if you call someone by their number, that means one, you don't know the sport and you don't follow it, or two, you're disrespecting me. Like, it is what it is, man. Like, so yeah, I totally get that, and I'm glad he learned their names eventually, and that was a great moment, and I cannot wait to watch the new episode that I think is coming out today. So I'm
really?
excited,
Okay.
man. I think the third episode is coming out today, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah.
this is a sleeper anime. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it seems it's gonna be a fun ride. I'm enjoying it. I did not expect to enjoy it. It's not my first baseball anime. I think it's what my third.
I think this is also my third.
Yeah, because I watched Cross Game and then I watched Touch and then
I forgot Cross Game was yeah. This is my fourth baseball anime.
yeah. Then this would be my third baseball anime. But it seems like it's gonna be a fun time. I have no idea where this show came from. I don't even know what studio's producing it, but looks great.
It looks good.
Looks great. Sounds great. I'm liking the show so far. It seems like gonna be a fun ride.
It's not the craziest animation, but it's Mappa. What?
I thought it was Mappa.
Mappa's making this?
Yeah, I thought it was Mappa. It looked like a
Mappa. Make more like random shit like this, bro. Like what the fuck? Stop making high profile shit and make this.
They gotta have a show each season. You know, last season was Bujigiri. Now this season.
They are not letting anyone
Battery.
rest, bro. They are not letting anyone rest.
No, they're not. They're not at all.
All right. This is the section of the video where I will ask RJ, what are new anime that are not sequels that you are watching that you would like to recommend me, and please pitch them, please.
All right. Let's see. What am I watching that I really do like? I'm just gonna start off with one of my favorites, probably right next to Windbreaker, Girls Band Cry. Now,
I keep seeing you talk about this, man. What is this?
Listen, when Girls Band Cry was announced, the marketing team was smart. They announced it right after the Bochi hype. Do not go into this thinking it's anything like Bochi. It's not. It is a band anime, of course, but Bochi was not the first band anime. I mean, if you've seen Beck, like come on now. Bochi's not the first band anime. But unfortunately, this anime has not been picked up from what I know.
Oh, from anyone like legal, like Crunchyroll?
Yeah, I don't. It might be on Hulu. I doubt it. I haven't seen it, but I don't think this anime is picked up by anyone. It doesn't have legal licensing, unfortunately. So that's why I don't think it's getting enough hype. But the story is phenomenal. Because the characters are so expressive. Like they feel like actual people. Like the main, like their banter back and forth just feels so real. It feels like this is how actual people would talk in this situation, and they're not just anime teehee. We're playing instruments and having a fun time and being all friendly and lovey-dovey. No, it actually is a love for the craft, a love for music, and the expression of these characters, and going through and creating a band and bonding and being friends. And it's so fun to watch them just sit there and argue with each other because one of the premises of the show is that bandmates argue all the time. And it's so funny to sit there, see them watch and just argue with each other and have a good time, or bad time, depending on the episode. But it feels like real friendships. Like they get into fights every day. Some are more serious than others. Some are not. And I will say it is a CG anime.
Oh,
it is a CG anime, but the CG is actually very good.
This is made by Toei. Are you sure it's good?
Yeah, that was all I was going to say. Yeah, it's made by Toei, and it's actually good. Like I'm like, wow, okay, Toei is cooking with this one. 3 episodes are only out right now. I think the 4th episode released today. Actually, I might be wrong.
Okay,
but I think the 4th episode released today. Yeah, it did. But I'm enjoying it. I'm heavily enjoying it. I'm enjoying it much more than I thought I would. But yeah, it's pretty much about this main character who leaves her rich family because she just wants to get out of that household because they're very restricting. She doesn't know what to do, so she moves to Tokyo, and she meets her favorite music artist who just left her idol group, and her music artist just like, hey, you want to start a band? And she says no.
Wait, what?
She says no. And it's basically about kind of her realizing that she actually is in love with music, and she actually does want to start a band. It's about finding your passion. If you've ever been in a situation where you don't know kind of what you want to do with your life, and then suddenly you just try something out and you fall in love with it, then you'll relate heavily to this anime.
I can see that. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what the show's about, and I'm heavily enjoying it, and I definitely recommend it. Unfortunately, it has not been picked up legally. Hopefully that changes in the future.
Hopefully.
It's by Toei Animation, so I don't know why it's not.
That's weird. Weird. Also, Crunchyroll announced it's getting an anime, and yet they didn't pick it up, which is like the weirdest thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like Crunchyroll was all over the PR when it was announced, because it was announced right after Bocchi ended. Everyone was like, "Oh, they're creating another Bocchi copycat," and they wrote it off. But I'm a hot take. I put this over Bocchi already, like 100%. Like if Bocchi was like a 7 out of 10, this shit's a 9 out of 10. Like I put it over Bocchi already.
Dude, I'll have to check it out because the way. So this is not my first band anime either. Obviously, I've seen Beck.
Yeah,
and
Beck
K-On! And all that. But the way you're describing it, it sounds like a non-sci-fi version of Carol and Tuesday. That's what it sounds like to me. Yeah, at least. And I love Carol and Tuesday, and it's not even because it's sci-fi. All right, I get it. I'm the sci-fi mecha guy, whatever. But this sounds like something I would like, actually.
I think it's very good.
I hope the music's really good. I hope it's good, at least.
The music slaps. I really enjoy this show so far as of 3 episodes. But
is the music in Japanese or is it in English?
Japanese.
Okay, because I think Carol and Tuesday and Beck had music in English or something like that.
They did.
So this one's Japanese. Okay.
Yeah.
Please don't be like K-On! That's all I ask. Please don't be like K-On! I felt like I wasted 2 seasons of my life on that anime. Like, god damn.
Nah,
and I only watched it because the music was good.
Yeah, this one I feel like is very much less slice of life than most band anime we've been getting. It's way less slice. Like there's actual it's more of a drama story.
A drama.
Yeah, it's more of a drama story than it is a slice of life. Like you won't spend time watching the girl freak out about anxiety like you would in Bocchi. Like that's not it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That turned me off. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up and play some songs, man.
That's not a thing. This one is about the music, about the loving, about finding your passion and creating a band. This is what this is about.
Okay, cool. I will definitely at least check out the first episode today. And is there any other anime I should keep my eye on that's new?
Okay. I have 2 more that I are enjoying. One is another band anime, but so we'll take a break from band anime and go to Mysterious Disappearances.
Is that the Crow one?
Oh no, I have 3 more. Shit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, Mysterious Disappearances. I'll be quick with this one. I think it's okay. A lot of people are enjoying it. I know Maury recently watched it and he was like, he really enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
Mysterious Disappearances is like this occult supernatural anime. About like the
Those are
title
so
says.
hit or miss. Those are so hit or miss, dude. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
about mysterious disappearances. So far to me, it's okay. I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna keep watching. It's not even close to a drop. I'm not overly loving it like most people that I find do watch it, but for me, it's okay. I recommend it if you try and just add stuff to your watch list.
Wait, what is this thing called?
Mysterious Disappearances. It's on Crunchyroll.
Mysterious Disappearances. I'm gonna have to see what it looks like in order to judge it.
It looks okay. Nothing stellar animation, but I do think the characters are good. The show is interesting to watch. If you're into the occult or horror, I think this is going to be probably your favorite binge of the season.
Dang, this is not good. One of the characters looks like Ochako. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll you tell me if it keeps getting good, and then I'll probably pick it up. You telling me it's good.
If you're a cultured fan, you'll probably like this one too. Has some fan service scenes as well. But it's okay. It's okay. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. The next one is the Crow anime. Because I don't know how I forgot it. I literally watched the last episode.
It's like the raven does not choose its master.
Yes, Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. Okay, so the first episode of Yatagarasu, I was not really sold. I was like, okay. All right. But Yatagarasu was a 2-episode premiere. So it was a 2-episode premiere for a reason. So I was like, all right.
Okay.
Let me watch the first 2 episodes because it's a 2-episode premiere for a reason. You know, let me watch the premiere. Episode 2 sold me. I was like, all right. I see this. Yeah.
Okay, so slog through the first episode and get to see episode 2. Okay.
First episode is just all exposition. It's like, oh my god, okay, interesting, but let's get to the story. Second episode, we get to the story. They actually introduce the main character.
They don't even introduce the main character in the first episode?
Not till the very end, no.
What the fuck? Okay, bro. Okay,
yeah.
Man.
So I was like, all right, I kind of see why there was a 2-episode premiere. So we finally get to the main character. We get to the story, and I'm just like, all right, cool. This is cool. And the third episode, probably the best world building this season.
Dude, this is a seinen. What the fuck?
Yeah, probably the best world.
Shit.
Probably the best world building this season. If you are fresh off the Apothecary Diaries, I recommend this one. It is very much Apothecary Diaries vibe, except replace the mystery for fantasy. Because there's a fantastical element to this. They're not they're human, but not really human. They're kind of crow people. Everyone can turn into a crow.
That's interesting. Okay,
it's a society of people that can turn into crows. So there are powers in this anime. So there is fantasy in it. So yeah. And the world building so far has been fantastic. The third episode, you kind of get into like the political warfare of it, and you're just like, "Oh shit!"
You know how I feel about political warfare, bro.
It's very interesting. I recommend this one to anyone who really enjoyed the Apothecary Diaries. Similar setting, except more Japanese.
So this looks like a combination of Apothecary Diaries and Raven of the Inner Palace. That's what
pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. And it does have high political warfare, especially with that third episode. And from the preview of the next episode, it looks like we're getting it where shit's about to go down. So I recommend this to anyone who really enjoys that type of storytelling, because I think this one's also going to be a sleeper hit, and it's quite well animated as well. So I enjoy this. And then last but not least is Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night. Probably the Moe fans' favorite show of the season. It is an anime original about not really a band, but more so of like an online vocalist group. So like think of Hatsune Miku gathering a crowd of
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm skipping that one based on that description. I'm skipping that one.
Listen, let me cook. It's about a bunch of struggling artists getting together and creating something different. You have, an ex-pop idol, you have fucking VTuber was last episode. You have an artist.
Damn.
You have an artist that is our main character who draws the Vocaloid characters and stuff, and then you also have a musician who a failed musician. Granted, they're all quite young, so failed.
Oh, kind of failed, but not really.
Yeah, failed more so, and they're pretty much cycling through kind of their trauma with their art and kind of them coming back into the passion of creating art, so they can bring together this online vocalist group that no one knows who they are, and it's quite interesting. I prefer Girls Band Cry better.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I prefer Girls Band Cry over this, but this is still interesting to watch. This is way more on the drama side than love for the craft, because not all of the girls do music. So it's like they call this a band anime, but it's not really a band anime because they're not all doing music. So I think if you want more drama this season, check this one out. I really do think it's a good show. It's definitely a very good show. I think Girls Band Cry is over it, but I think this is a good show and I definitely recommend it.
Okay, bet. Those are it for the new anime. We're going to go through the sequels really quick. Because honestly, if you watch the first season of these anime, you're probably gonna watch the sequel. But we're just gonna go over what we're watching. All right, RJ, need your opinion, man. Best sequel of the season, Data Life season 5, man. What you think?
Oh my goodness, I'm not watching that shit.
Yo, I'm so mad. I know someone who's watching this, bro. You need to get help, bro. Get help, man. Why are you watching season 5 of Data Life, bro? Why? Like,
you are the reason we have 5 seasons of Data Life. Like, why?
You're part of the problem, bro. Like, I would honestly respect you more if you watched My Hero Academia season 7, bro. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I would respect you more if you watched Demon Slayer season 4. At least you're making fun of it. What the fuck are you doing watching Data Life season 5, man? Why, man? I can barely get through the first season. And RJ dropped the first season. Like,
yeah, I dropped the first season. I couldn't do it.
Anyways, let's stop joking around. Let's be honest. Besides no one's watching Data Life season 5. Mushoku Tensei season, what is this? 2? Season
2, part 2.
Part 2, right. I'm liking this season a lot, man. Did you watch the newest episode?
I did, yeah. I watched it yesterday.
Dude, that was actually really good. I liked it. I liked the stress that they give of, like, first of all, no weirdness in this season so far, by the way. If you're turned off by Mushoku Tensei's weird aspects, it's almost non-existent in this season, because they helped out that one girl that wants to go back to the real world, and I like that aspect of, like, finding out, like, the circles and the spell circles and everything, because they kind of didn't go through that too much in Mushoku Tensei until this episode, which was interesting to me, as well as Rudius gets reunited with the Sperdo, the friggin' the dude from the demon world, as well as his 2 sisters.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
That's what I'm interested about. I'm interested to see their relationship and kind of the sisters' characters and stuff like that and things like that. I
forgot that Paul is a whore. I forgot about that. I was like, dude, put your dick away, bro. God damn. Like,
yeah. I'm interested to see how he interacts with his family and things like that. Yeah, I'm enjoying Mushoku Tensei. I am. I'm enjoying it. You know me, Slice Life fan, so they're giving me this is the Slice Life part of the show. I'm enjoying it, seeing us bond to the characters and things like that. Yeah, I do have a Mushoku Tensei hot take, but I don't know if I should save it.
What if it's too hot? I'll just cut it out. What is it?
Sylphie is boring.
That's not a hot take. Like, I can see it. I see it.
I'm not on Team Sylphie. I'm happy that they're happy, but I'm not on Team Sylphie.
You rather him get with his cousin, huh?
She's too boring. I mean,
this man RJ supports Alabama relationships.
I mean, okay, listen. It's like you said earlier. It's like you said earlier when you talked about a condition call up. I need some toxicity.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like, I'm just like, they're too happy.
You're the thing is, I can't even argue it because I get it. I get it. You know? But I think Alabama's too much for me, bro. I think that's a little too much. Shoot. What relationship do you want him to be with? Like, first of all, let me get that. What relationship you want him to be in?
I don't know. Maybe because it's the three teams, right? It's Sylphie, Eris, Roxy, right?
Yes, those are the three.
Maybe one of the other. We saw Roxy this episode for the first time in forever.
We did. Roxy is with Paul's party.
Yeah.
Yes, or is it Powell? Paul.
It's Paul.
Paul.
So yeah, maybe Roxy. Maybe when they reunite, I don't know. I mean, he's already married, so it's like, you know, it's kind of.
We don't know what the marriage laws are. Can you have multiple wives?
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. It's kind of done and done. But whatever. I'm just like, all right, they're happy. Can we move? Like every time their relationship shows up on screen, I'm just like, let's move on to the next scene.
Hey man, so there are people that were like, "Yo, can Mushoku Tensei stop being weird?" And it's not weird. No,
it's not weird. Yeah, it's not weird. But I'm just saying, I'm heavily more interested in all the rest of the shit's going on rather than their relationship.
Yes.
Their relationship is already done and done. That we've gotten past all the trauma. He knows that he's not gay. Because
at least we know, dude. His dick works. Like that's all we know. His.
Yeah. That was funny. He was like, "Am I into men? Huh? I didn't know I swung that way." Okay.
He really was like, "Am I gay? Like, what? Like, I like dudes, I guess. I don't know."
Hey! Respect to Rudius for rolling with it. We now know Rudius is not a homophobe.
Right. He was open to it. He was like, "Yes, am I gay? Like, I guess. Like, But anyways, Mushoku Tensei. I'm enjoying a lot of it. I will say this: I am a little annoyed. Okay. That we're getting away from the main mission, which is finding your mom, dude. Like, you just forget your mom was a thing.
Yeah,
like that's the main thing why you're at this university in the first place. That's the one thing that's kind of annoying me. Is like, when are we getting to the main like mission, bro? Like, your mom's still out there somewhere, and we don't know where she is. Like,
so I was like, now it's pivoted to. He went to the academy to find more information about where his mom might be. And now he's like sidelined to watch over his sisters because his father's going to a more dangerous location where his mom might be. And it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, someone has to watch over his sisters now. So I get why he's sidelined, but it was just like now he has a reason not to go look for his mom. It was like earlier, it was like, my guy, like your mom's out there, and I get that you're falling in love with Sylphie and all that stuff. Like I was like, bro, your mom, like what happened to that mission, bro? Like I don't know,
man. I understand the criticisms though. People are like, why did this turn into a romance anime? I want to know. I want to see him go find his mom or other missions and stuff. I'm like, that's valid. I get that, but I have trust. I have trust that they're going to do a good job.
It's coming. The adventure aspect of Mushoku Tensei has not ended by far, I don't think. Because something's going to, my prediction, something's going to happen to Paul. Something's going to happen to Paul, and he's going to go get him.
Paul and Roxy. And he has to choose between the two of them. Dude,
something's going to happen to them on that journey. They're going to one of the second dangerous continent in the world or some shit like that, he said. Something's going to happen to them. He's going to have to go get them. Like,
we don't even know what other continents are out there. We only know like the demon world, wherever they grew up in, and the beast world, right? Like that's like that. Those are the only. Oh no, yeah. There's human, demon, beast, and we technically saw a glimpse of the dragon one, but we don't know. We've never been there yet. There's so many different continents we don't know about yet. You know what I mean?
I mean, and also can't forget about the elves. I believe in elf supremacy, so you can't forget about the elves. They're out there as well. Elves are out there.
All right, I'm gonna just let you get that off. Anyways, the only other sequel that I've watched this season, well, it's not even really a sequel; it's a remake. The Spice and Wolf remake. I think Spice and Wolf's just not for me, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's I wish there was more romance to it, but it's not, and I'm just. I think back then it got a lot of notoriety because of its uniqueness, back then. Now, when it's in the modern setting, it's not unique anymore. It's a drop for me for Spice and Wolf. I understand why people like it. Not for me, dude. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna hold you. Sorry, Spice and Wolf fans. I'm enjoying it and I'm watching it, but two things. One, if I was not watching this, if I was binging this, I would have dropped it like I did the original one. Like the only reason I'm sticking with Spice and Wolf now is because I can watch it weekly. But if I was binging it, I probably would have dropped this show. Which I did. I did drop the original one. So yeah. But two, I'm watching for Hollow. I'm watching for Hollow. I'm watching for her. That's it.
The furry allegations will never go away, bro. I'm sorry.
Listen. She's not a furry. She has a human body. It's just.
Bro, do I need to show you the furry scale again, bro? You're in the middle of the furry scale.
Listen. It's mostly human. It's mostly human.
It's like half, bro.
I'm watching for her. Okay. I like her character. I like just watching her on screen. She's very interesting. As for the actual show itself, it's boring, guys. It's boring.
Oh,
it's boring.
It is. I'll be honest, it is, man. I'm sorry, Spice and Wolf fans. I don't get it.
I'm sorry, Spice and Wolf fans. If you guys like learning about medieval economics and that's just what you enjoy, all power to you. Happy you got your remake.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, look at the skin tone of us. Do we really look like we would be interested in medieval stuff, bro?
I mean, it's boring. It's boring. Let's be honest here.
I'll just be honest. Yeah. Any other sequels you are watching this season that are currently airing right now? You don't have to go in. You don't have to pitch it though, because like low key, if you already watched season 1, you're gonna watch it. So, what you been watching?
No, actually, I think I went over everything I'm watching this season. I'm not watching anything. I mean,
no Konosuba season 3.
No, I dropped Konosuba.
Dude, we are honest to God, dude. I watched season 1 and I was like, I think that's it. That's all.
Yeah, same. I didn't necessarily drop. I guess it's a drop, but I didn't drop it because I was like, oh, Konosuba's bad. I dropped it because I was like, I can't binge Konosuba. I can't, like it's not my type of show that I would binge. It's a comedy gag isekai. I understand why people enjoy it. It's just not like I watch the clips on YouTube. I'll laugh and I move on.
Yes, the clips are funny, but it is low key like the same joke over and over again. And I'm like, after season 1, I'm like, if they don't change it up, I think I'm done. I think I'm good. I've seen
season 1 of Konosuba. I've seen enough. As for any Konosuba fans out there, enjoy. This is not for me personally.
The Irregular of Magic High School season 3. You're not watching that?
I dropped that shit after 2 episodes of season 2.
Oh man, that's gonna stir something up.
That anime I will come at. The anime's ass. I don't understand why.
Man, that is so funny. Eurocamp season 3. You're not on that? No.
I have not started Eurocamp. Heard great things, but I've not started it.
Sound Euphonium season 3. The other band. There's so many band anime out this season. What's going on?
There's 3 of them. Yeah, the girls band Cry, Jellyfish, and then Sound Euphonium. Have not started Sound Euphonium, but it's KyoAni, so I'm pretty sure they're cooking over there.
I heard they lesbian bait too. I don't.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff about it, but I haven't started it. So
all right. Last thing we're gonna talk about are the 2 sequels that have not come out yet, but are slated for spring 2024. I believe they're both coming out in May or the first week of May, something like that. Let's first start off with the one that we're not as excited of, Demon Slayer season 4. Dude, I heard this is the worst arc too. How much worse can this get, man? At this point, I'm watching it to see how bad it is. Like, let's be like this, dude. I cannot believe people are telling me this is the worst arc of Demon Slayer after what we just watched in season 3. I'm like, how much worse can this be, bro? How much worse?
Listen, I just need them to bring the pretty colors this time. That's all I'm here for.
Give me that vibrant, bro. Give me
at this point with the Demon Slayer story, I'm kind of done with the story. I don't care. I just really don't care.
Also, bro, how is he training to be a Hashira when he's done more than every Hashira in the room, bro? How? I don't understand.
Just make him a Hashira.
Yeah, how is he not a Hashira, bro? He's done more than anything you Hashiras have done in your entire lifetimes.
I'm just saying, because I assume, I don't know, I haven't read the manga. I assume that this is Tanjiro becoming a Hashira to replace Rengoku. I assume that's what this arc will be about. And I assume he's going to take some exam or some test or some training arc to do that. So prove he's a Hashira. Nah, just give him the title. The spot's open. He already defeated two of the motherfuckers.
Dude, I'm saying, bro, like at this, the test should have been, oh, you killed two upper moons already. I give it to him, man. Like,
yeah, just
that
give
point,
it to him.
This arc seems so fucking useless, bro. I'm so sorry.
Or maybe it's because we're introduced to more Hashiras, so maybe they're just gonna cram in the rest that we haven't met yet. That well, not met yet, but haven't really delved into yet. Maybe that's what the season will be about. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it because I keep
Ufotable, because of Ufotable. That's
because Ufotable. I like the pretty colors, and there might be a Demon Slayer hate video coming in when I finish this anime. Who knows?
And I know you don't like making hate videos, but if you want to make a hate video about Demon Slayer, that's gonna do numbers, bro. That's gonna do numbers.
I normally don't like making hate videos, but there's just something I need to say about this series, and every time I say it, everyone's just like, "You haven't gotten to, but you haven't gotten to." All right, fine, motherfucker. I'm gonna get to it, and we'll see.
Oh man. And last but not least, Mr. My Hero Academia himself wants to watch My Hero Academia season 7. I cannot believe there's 7 seasons of this shit. Yeah, just defend yourself. Defend yourself. Why season 7 is not going to be as bad as we think it's going to be.
I think My Hero has been solid since day one. I just think it's been solid since day one. Does it have some low moments? Yeah, of course. Some moments where you're just like, oh my god. But I think overall the show is an okay show, and I really enjoyed season 6. I really enjoy where the story's going, what they're doing with this hero society and everything like that. I know some people have not liked the characterizations of certain characters and certain events. Calling out you, Cardiac, but
for real, bro, that man's My Hero Academia's biggest hater right there.
But I personally think that the themes have been the current events of the story have been fitting in with the themes very well. Just how I perceive the themes, and I'm interested to continue the arc in season 7. That's pretty much it. Am I a huge My Hero fan? No, I'm not. I enjoy it though. I think it's a solid 7 out of 10.
I thought you were the president of the fan club or something, bro.
I am not the president of My Hero fan club, but I enjoy it. I don't know. I just feel like hating on My Hero is a trend now, so a lot of people just hop on the trend.
Hey man, if you guys are going to Anime Expo, go ahead and you see RJ, give him some My Hero gear, bro, because he needs it. Like,
oh my goodness,
he's fighting for his life with My Hero, man.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna enjoy it. And see what this season has to offer, because apparently the manga is really going off. Manga fans have been really, really happy with the recent chapters of My Hero. So
this anime is a testament to how much I love my wife, because she likes this show and I'm only watching it for her. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm doing it to save my marriage. Yeah, My Hero season 7, guys. Keep going, I guess. I don't know, man. This, it's not as bad as the haters want to make it out to be. Yeah, I'll give you that. But man, this has been 7 seasons of like, okay, I'll be okay. 5 seasons. All right. I like the first 2 seasons. It's been 5 seasons of like 5 out of 10s, bro. I'll be honest. It's been I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. My Hero fans, come at me, bro. This is baby's first anime, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
I will say, if My Hero is your favorite anime, it's like, I'm
why?
I don't think it should. I personally wouldn't put it anywhere near my top. But if it's your favorite anime, do you? But I personally wouldn't put it anywhere near my top. But hey,
But hey, man, anyways, thank you, RJ, for talking about the anime of spring season. I will definitely invite you again for the summer season because your goat Oshinoko season 2 has come back for that season.
It is, and I can't wait.
As well as my favorite manhwa so far, Tower of God, is coming out with season 2. Yeah. It's actually, dude, I'm telling you, it gets better after season 1, man. I don't know what to tell you. It actually does.
I believe. I believe. I enjoyed. I was one of the people that really enjoyed season 1. So
yeah, there are some people that are like, yo, I don't understand this hype. But when you read the manhwa, you'll understand the hype. It's actually kind of insane. Like, I'm telling you. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And shout out to RJ as well. I'll leave all the links to his stuff in the description down below. Leave a comment and let us know, what is your favorite anime of the spring season? Let us know. And what other anime should we be paying attention to? For real. And anyways, yes, of course, comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. And check out RJ's stuff.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me.
I'm gonna catch you guys later. See ya.